the clash of faiths between the Christian kingdom and the Muslim kingdom of two rulers. AD 1096. The First Crusade captured Jerusalem and established a Christian kingdom. This marked the beginning of the era of wars between the three major religions. However, in 1177, Saladin, after unifying large Muslim territories, finally set his sights on the great goal of the holy city of Jerusalem. He led an army of 300,000 and advanced towards Jerusalem, determined to defeat the Crusaders there and restore the city to Muslim control. At that time, the ruler of Jerusalem was Baldwin IV, who was only 16 years old and suffering from leprosy. He always wore a silver mask, but since he became king at the age of 13, he had shown exceptional talent for ruling and fighting. Baldwin led 375 knights, 80 Templar knights, and 2,000 infantry out of Jerusalem and marched along the coast, launching a surprise attack on Saladin's army. Finally, the two religious rulers met at the place called Montgisar. The moment had arrived, and after kissing the Christian relic, the true cross, Baldwin mounted his horse and led his troops towards the Saladin army. Baldwin's body was in a state of decay, and his right hand was no longer able to move. He tied his lance to his left hand and charged at the front line. Saladin's army was in disarray after a long march and had not yet prepared for battle. They gathered in panic to defend themselves. In the end, the army of Saladin was routed in a complete defeat, with most of them killed. The army's supplies were all taken, and Saladin's nephew was killed. Saladin only escaped with the help of a fast camel. This battle extended the life of the Kingdom of Jerusalem by another 10 years. In 1185, King Baldwin IV, who was 24 years old, passed away due to his illness, and the power to rule Jerusalem fell into the hands of his sister's lover, Guy. Guy, who was arrogant, challenged Saladin on his own initiative and was ultimately defeated by him. At that time, many senior commanders, including the Grand Master of the Knights Templar, were captured. After Saladin cut off the head of a captive, Guy, who was terrified, knelt down, bringing shame to the Christians. Saladin pulled him up and left the famous saying, "Kings do not kill kings." In this way, the holy city of Jerusalem, which had cycled back and forth between Muslims and Christians for 90 years, once again fell into the hands of the Muslims. Unlike the Crusaders who massacred the city after entering it, Saladin showed exceptionally magnanimous kingly qualities by releasing everyone. He said, "This city should allow all pilgrims, Christians and Jews alike, to come and worship. I, Saladin, as a servant of Allah, will protect the safety of all peoples in the world.